Hello everyone! Welcome to Nodes and Frauds here on YouTube. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Amy.
And we're here to talk about plants today. Specifically, beginner-friendly houseplants.
Like actually beginner-friendly houseplants.
Yeah. We'll be going over another time in a video about plants that they say are beginner-friendly that are not. But this is a list of stuff from all over the webs and all the plants that we have tried, and yeah, these are the best.
And because it's morning and we need caffeine, what's in your cup?
I have some Earl Grey because I love me some black tea.
And I got some Zip Fizz in my hand-carved mug that I made, tumbler.
Hold it up to the camera so the people can see.
Ooh, you don't want to focus. Ah, there it is.
Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty. So,
all right, let's get into it. First plant we have here is a Hoya carnosa pink princess, and Hoyas are super easy.
So easy. They're also known as a wax plant.
Yeah, they like neglect. I have a few Hoyas around my house, and I just kind of set them and forget them. They get watered maybe so let them dry out completely in between waterings, and they don't need a ton of humidity. Just your average household humidity is totally fine. And as you can see, Sarah made a cute little plant person trellis here, so they will vine up,
or trail down.
They can trail down. And as far as lighting, they can thrive in a range of lighting, just no bright direct light or it will burn the leaves.
Yeah, prefer bright and direct is their favorite. So next is probably one of my personal favorites. It is a snake plant, or a Sansevieria,
or mother-in-law's tongue.
Or mother-in-law's tongue. So yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful plant. There is a huge variety of these snake plants. And when we say this plant is easy, oh my goodness, it is so easy. It can basically tolerate any light level, anywhere from direct sunlight down to a very low light corner. However, that does not mean it doesn't like any light. It does like to get light. It will more survive in a darker corner versus thriving in like a direct sunlight situation. But yeah, the biggest thing to know about this one is it doesn't like a lot of water.
Don't overwater it or turn to mush.
Yeah. If the leaves start to get a little like dry and crispy, that means they probably need a little bit of water. But you know, if they start to get mushy,
it's over.
It's done, sorry. So yeah, just stick it literally anywhere in your house and water it anywhere from once every other week to once a month. And it will just be the happiest plant in your house.
Yep.
So that is the snake plant.
All right.
Sorry about our light, guys. The sun is doing all sorts of crazy things.
We live in Washington. All right, this is the heartleaf philodendron, and this is a super forgiving plant.
Yes, it is.
This one's Sarah's, but yes. I have one at home that I put in leca as semi-hydro.
We'll talk about that at some point,
save it. Yeah. But I have nearly killed mine like 100 times, and it will drop a bunch of leaves, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then it will, you know, bounce back. And so this is a super forgiving houseplant. Let it dry between waterings just slightly, and then go ahead and give it some more water. Humidity doesn't really need a bunch, and lighting again is super tolerant of low light. And it, as with most common houseplants, likes that bright and direct light. So this is a super easy guy.
Yeah. The next one is a Epiprenum aurorum. We're not the best at Latin names.
Epiprenorium, maybe?
No. This is more commonly known as the Pothos or a devil's ivy. So this is my golden Pothos that I have here. I don't know if it will focus on any of the leaves. It's too sparse. This one is actually from some cuttings that I got from Amy's golden Pothos. You can see it doesn't have a whole lot of golden variegation on it because I actually had it in a darker spot in my house. But yeah, another super easy plant. Obviously, this is the list of easy plants. But I water it about every other week. It sits in a darker corner of my house and it's getting all the new leaves. So its preferred is bright and direct. And as far as humidity goes, it doesn't really need any.
Nope.
So, I mean, of course, like a lot of these tropical houseplants, it would love it if I had humidity, but it is just super forgiving, and if it needs water, leaves will just like droop a little bit, and it'll show you that it needs water. Yeah, she's just a fabulous and forgiving houseplant, and looks fabulous either hanging from a plant hanger or up on a shelf, like.
And these can also grow up.
Yeah.
If you have like a trellis or a moss pole,
Yeah.
you can get it to grow vertically as well.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, a super, super awesome houseplant.
And next is a super underrated houseplant I have
Yes.
determined, and slowly becoming one of my favorites. The ZZ plant. This is such a fun houseplant. It has got like, there we go, maybe.
It doesn't want to focus on
It's
any
just
of our
like big and beautiful, and like the way that it grows, like these gorgeous stalks, and just like its fun shape, it's super cool. And it is super easy. So I got this one in spring. It is now January. And I think I've watered it maybe 4 or 5 times. And that's like not an exaggeration. And it's put out like all these new stalks. I think there's 4 or 5 new stalks. It's in a dark corner of my living room, and so it doesn't get much of any light. Humidity, there's none because it's a living room. It's probably the easiest houseplant I've ever had. So 10 out of 10 recommend the ZZ plant. So yeah, I think that's it for our easy houseplants. Like we said earlier, we'll do a video with easy houseplants that are not actually easy, but these ones are like guaranteed forgiving,
tried and
houseplants.
true.
Yep.
We've tried to kill them and we can't.
Yep. So thanks for watching Notes and Fronds.